Step 3, switch your sewing machine settings to a zigzag. So we're going to go over to our stitch selector and we're going to press number 2 to make it a zigzag. And then we are going to place the long edge of the bookmark under the presser foot so the 5/8 seam allowance lines up with this left side of the presser foot. And we're going to sew zigzag all down the length. We're doing this so that the edge will not fray. Don't forget to backstitch. You also should not go over your straight row stitching inward. Okay, so my stitch selector, I'm going to press 2. My display screen changed to 2 with a stitch width of a 3, and it brought my stitch length down a hair to make it a little bit more secure. I put my straight stitch right along here, hold on to my 2 threads, backstitch the edge. Let go of my threads and forward we go. Add backstitch in the zigzag and it goes the entire length of my bookmark. There we go. Now I need to cut off my thread tails, throw them away. And we're going to repeat this across the short side. There we go. Now cut off all your threads and throw them away. Okay, step 5. Turn your sewing machine back to a straight stitch by selecting 1 on your stitch selector. You'll notice it goes back to 1 with a 0 width and back up to 2.5 regulation stitch. Step 6. We are going to trim off the excess seam allowance away from the zigzag. Do not cut the stitches of the zigzag itself, and make sure you're off on the right side, not cutting off your straight line of stitch. This is going to look like zigzag right side. I'm going to come right here and I'm going to trim off pretty close to my zigzag without cutting through it, and then repeat down the whole entire length. This is going to make less bulk inside your bookmark so it will lay flatter. Now it looks like I zigzagged right on the edge of the fabric the whole way down. Okay, this is where it gets really tricky. To reduce bulk here in the corners, we're going to cut off the extra in the corners without cutting through our straight zigzag or straight row stitching. We can cut through the zigzag, but not the straight row here in the corner. Otherwise, we will have an actual hole in the corner of our bookmark. After you do this, check off with the teacher to make sure that you did it accurately. Make sure you have your grade sheet ready if needed. Okay, to make sure I don't cut off too much, I usually stick my finger right on this X because I'm not going to cut myself. And I come right here. Choop. And I can do the same thing in this corner to get rid of a little bit of extra. Ta-da! All done. Only this side. This side doesn't have stitching, so I can't do it.